Well, hey, did you know today is National Baking Day?
Hey, and if you're ready to get your hands a little doughy, we have the perfect springtime recipe for a bread that you're going to want to add to your pandemic baking repertoire.
Oh,
Former Great American Baking Show contestant and our friend Marissa Trochel joins us this morning to walk us through her spring herb focaccia bread.
ooh.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This
Yeah.
sounds
Happy
really
spring.
fun. Yeah, happy
Yeah.
spring.
It sounds healthy when you add the word spring to focaccia bread,
Yeah, spring
right?
herbs,
Yes.
but still bread.
Herbs,
Exactly.
Yeah.
greens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh,
Okay.
uh-huh.
So what do you got?
I've never made my own
I
focaccia.
never
Yeah, how
have
do we do
either.
this?
It's actually super easy. And this recipe, it's an overnight focaccia. So all the hard work is done in the fridge overnight. Um, I have this is the dough here. And this is just made of, it's flour, honey, water, salt, and yeast. That's it.
Okay.
Mhm.
And it's a no knead dough. So you just mix it up and throw it in the fridge overnight. You bring it out in the morning and plop it onto your tray with a whole lot of olive oil and then let it rise. And this is what you have. And then this is the fun part where you get to do all the poking.
Oh, how long
Ooh.
does it take to rise?
So after, when you put it in the tray, it's about an hour and a half, 2 hours. It just depends on how cool your kitchen is. I
Okay.
usually stick it in my oven. Some ovens have a proofing setting.
Mm.
Mine doesn't, so I just put the light on in the oven, and usually that gives enough little residual heat to help it proof.
Okay.
Cool.
I don't know that I've ever looked to see if my oven has a proofing setting,
Right.
so now I gotta find out.
Right.
Now you gotta look.
Yeah. Okay. So then what comes next?
So this is the fun, messy part. So I'm gonna put a little olive oil on my hands, and you wanna make sure to use extra virgin olive oil when you're doing this. You want that really clean, fruity flavor because there is a lot of olive oil in this. So I'm just gonna stretch out my dough to kind of fill out my pan. And now is the fun part. So you start poking. And this is kind of where you get that classic focaccia
Oh,
look. And you want to
yeah.
poke hard, like you want to feel the bottom of the tray, and you see all these bubbles kind of come up. And if you're have any aggression, this is like a great way to get that
Really
out.
get that stress out. Yeah.
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 That's fun. I like that.
Yeah.
And
Poking
then I'm just gonna do another drizzle of olive oil
You
on
gotta have more olive
top.
oil, you know.
Mm-hmm.
More olive oil, all the olive oil.
Yes, it's
And
healthy
then
for you.
here I have some really big flaky sea salt,
Okay.
and focaccia should be salty. I mean, this bread is so delicious with a big plate of pasta. It makes great sandwiches. You could
Yeah, it
actually
does.
use a slightly smaller tray so your focaccia is a little thicker, and then you can just cut it down the middle.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm doing an herbed focaccia. So I have some thyme, rosemary, and sage. And everyone around this time of year is planting their herbs, so it's like a perfect time to just go outside, cut some of your herbs, and toss them on your
Ooh,
bread.
that's so pretty. Now, if you don't
Oh.
have fresh herbs, can
Mhm.
you use dried herbs? Does it work the same?
Oh, for sure. You want it, the proportions are a little bit different. It's about cut it in half because dried herbs are a little more potent than
Mm.
fresh herbs.
Okay.
You can also mix in your herbs. If you're using dried herbs, especially, you can mix them into the dough.
Oh.
And that would be super delicious. And, these are just the herbs that I happen to have in my garden. You could use anything: basil, oregano, parsley. I was gonna do, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, but
Mhm.
I didn't have any parsley, so
Oh.
I didn't get
All
to
right.
complete
I
the
can never
song.
taste parsley anyway.
Well, yeah, you just do
Yeah.
whatever herbs you like. It's
Yeah.
your bread.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mhm.
And this is really a blank canvas. You could add Parmesan cheese, caramelized
Ooh,
onions,
Yeah.
garlic, figs. There's just so many different things that you can do with this, and
yum.
just kind
Yeah,
of
look at
check
that.
out what's seasonal. So this bakes at 450 for just about 20 minutes, and then
Food
this
magic.
you
Ooh,
have.
look
Beautiful.
at that.
And you just cut
Gosh.
yourself a nice big square, and it's just beautiful and
Ah.
fluffy inside.
Yum. I
It
wish
does
I could
look
just
so
like,
good.
I wish I could just reach over
and
on our
through the
screen and like take
Yeah.
a chunk of bread off because it looks
Yeah.
so good.
It does look good.
Oh my gosh.
It's so easy. It's so easy. And I mean, your house is going to smell like a pizza parlor as you're baking it. It's delicious.
Well, I
I
do
am
love
okay
the
with
smell
that.
of pizza parlors. I've been saying focaccia, so it's focaccia. Focaccia?
Focaccia.
Focaccia. I've been saying it
Focaccia.
wrong my whole life, apparently.
Focaccia.
Yeah.
Get the cha.
I got to get the cha. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, this is awesome. Well, Marissa, thank you so much. This is a
Yes,
perfect
thank
spring
you for having
recipe.
me.
And happy National Baking Day.
Yeah.
Happy National Baking Day. I'm going to go bake some more.
There you go.
Woo.
Have fun. All right. And if anyone wants the full recipe, just go to coin.com, click on AM Extra. That looks really good.
I did. Focaccia.
Let me play among the